And here y'all go.
Good afternoon, good people. Welcome to Rob's Room. This is the show where you can talk about the pimples on your booty all the way up to who's the president of the United States. I'd like y'all to welcome my pretty co-host Shannon Bannon. Keep a gunning, keep the cannon on the man.
Come on. Rapping is not in your forte.
We got the lovely engineer, Miss B.
What it do? Thanks for letting me be here.
Yeah, man. Today's topic.
Somebody laughing at you. Oh, somebody said, ooh.
You got the
ooh, because you just took your shirt off.
you got the co-host, my co-host Miss Shannon, man, and her topics. Today we talking about dating over 40. You know, that's kind of like similar to a piggyback of what we was talking about earlier on the other show. But this one gonna be more in depth. So you kick it off. Kick it off there, pretty co-host.
Where should we start? I'll be 44 in 2 weeks.
Congratulations.
We
Congratulations.
sit back and stay fair like we so much older than you.
But that's the funny part with her.
Out of here. All this time, I thought she was going to say she just turned the point.
Nah. All this time, I thought she was going to say she been 46.
I hate you.
Yeah, I you know, she an old, you know what I mean? She like an old young head to me.
Oh, young kid. I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
Well, blessings and happy birthday.
Thank you. Talk in the bill.
Who that, Rodney Pierce?
No,
yeah, I know he coming soon. He see her. He gonna be on this motherfucker soon. But yeah, man. I said earlier, man, dating in your 40s is that shit. Like I said, the dating pool got piss and broken glass in it. You can't swim in that shit. You're gonna be fucked up. So give us what's
Why do you say that?
I mean, I'm just
Is it operator error?
What you mean?
Is it operator error?
No, it's not
So
operator.
don't you think so I'm big on words. I'm big on words. So don't you think if you set out with that attitude that's what you're gonna get?
No.
No? Okay.
No, not at all.
What was that?
What's dating like for you?
I'm not familiar with it at all.
No?
No.
You don't date?
No, ma'am.
How do you get to know people?
I don't even get to know people. If it's not business and networking, I don't even get to know people.
You fucking son.
I'm being honest.
So
you're not interested in dating?
No, I would love to date, but I'm not interested in the riskiness of it. And I don't know if it comes from, I guess, probably past traumas or whatever. Most people kind of say a million things on why women don't date now. To me, I just rather say no, thank you. I get a kick out of somebody saying you look good, and I be like, thanks. I'm good.
Wow.
Oh, so why don't you, since you're the date connoisseur?
I just like to hear other people's opinions.
I mean, but this is the topic.
It's definitely different though. I feel like, and I picked over 40 or 40 and over because I feel like, just the age alone, things change. Your children, most people that I know that are 40 and over or very close to 40, their children have reached a very independent stage. They can do things that they weren't able to do before.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to go to Africa tomorrow, I can pack my bag tonight.
I think that got to be a plus.
Yeah. So dating, is different.
Yeah.
It's very different.
But when you ask yourself, one of the major questions that you gotta ask yourself, what's out there. You know what I mean? And it's like these days, granted, it's a lot of single people out there, but the pickings is like, slim. I mean, you're not.
Well, you be on different scenes. You
that's
you know,
I think.
yeah, I was saying your line of business, and you got more than one business. Like you see more varieties of people than
But I'm just saying, I just think that for me, I'm gonna speak for myself.
Hey.
Dating is what you make it. And if you go into it, or if I was going into it saying this is hard, I don't want to do this, people lie, I can't trust them and all that. And I don't know where it came from. I can't remember the person that said it. But until you, I think I said it before on one of our shows before, but you're gonna get no, 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 no until you get the yes.
Yeah.
So that's what dating is about for me.
Right.
It's okay. I think the moment I chose to let everything go and accept my past choices in dating and even in relationships, once I chose to accept my role, dating became a lot easier because it's just dating. It, and you can when you single, like the real kind of single, like I was before this relationship, I was the real kind of, and I've been single for a long time, a long time. You can date them all.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can. If you know, if you
can most
like
definitely
you said, you want to
date
see
them
what's out
all.
there.
And it's actually fun. And when you coming from, I know on social media they always talk about women date just to eat and all of that. I like people, kind of, sort of. So meeting somebody is always off of energy with me. So meeting somebody and actually getting to know them, picking your brain, them picking your brain, you picking theirs. That's fun to me.
Yeah, because you do that, and it can be so annoying. You'll ask a question, somebody give you an answer, then you turn around and ask another, like, Shannon, chill out. I answered your shit, like, back off. Like, that's, so I can imagine being on a date where the dude probably be like, yo, you want to eat or not? You talking to me?
I need clarity.
But the thing is that you want that clarity is a difference from somebody who wants this. And somebody who's just like, I'm good. Now, if it casually happened to meet somebody like, oh, that's cool, you want to go, let's go out to eat, and then it happened to be a date, I think I'm one of those kind of people I'll stumble upon casually happen to date.
But you should. That's okay. Because
but I don't want to
build a friendship.
Yeah, I don't want to date with an intention to date. Like, who I'm ready to go out with tonight. Oh, he want to take me out. Well, what you want to say about brunch? Because then you look like the person that's hungry.
But then that's gonna, to me, that is gonna lead to you just dating that person. If that's what you're looking for.
No, that's just me going out with that person that day. We hanging out. That don't mean I'm looking at him like, ooh, because I was waiting to date. We got a date. No, you want to go get something?
So you don't. It's nobody you know that you be like, he's like, I wonder if he's fine. He dressed nice. We had a couple conversations. Like, nobody intrigues you. Nobody.
No, I can't say that I've never, or like not within a year or so, probably have ran across people like that. But like purposely, like I'm like I don't want to. No,
but that's it. But you're not alone.
I don't want to.
But you're not alone. It's a lot of people over 40 and over that's in the same, for whatever their reason is. And I don't know that everything has to be about trauma or past relationships.
Yeah, because
that's just where you are.
That's not always the case, and it bothers me. A lot of people say that, because it's your past hurts, it's your past traumas.
That's not it.
But like you said in the beginning, that when you were younger than 40 and you dated, or you couldn't do stuff because your kids were small, or your funds was tighter because bills was different, you was limited to a lot of things. But once you get over 40 and you can move different, like me at home, I don't have nobody at home anymore. Yeah. I'm smarter. I'm wiser with my decision making. I'm wiser with my money, with myself sexually, ready to go on a trip. Somebody be like, yo, we going on a trip. I know it's short notice, but we got the discount for about, put me in there.
The knowledge of being over 40 is
that's the difference, and I want to dwell on
all the past relationships, all the things that worked or worked in the moment, didn't work, didn't get a date, didn't get past the date, in a relationship, didn't like the kid, like all of those, all of the lessons,
you're not that person
from all of those things. That's what dating over 40 is to me.
Well, I can only speak for me. I don't like things to feel forced. That's number one. I like things to gel organically, per se. What I don't like is a person think because, like I said this, I said this. I said this last time on the last show. Like, a person think because they know your mother name, they know your birthday, and they think they know your favorite color, that's grounds for automatic relationship. It's
Right.
not. Like at the end of the day, I'm a slow walker. At the end of the day, I take my time. I need to get to know you thoroughly. You know what I'm saying? Because
Just to date?
no. What I'm saying is people that's dating with a purpose. I'm going into this situation like dating.
Different.
What are you dating for? Are you dating just for fun? Are you dating to just have something to do, or are you dating with a purpose?
I get that part, but I'm asking. You said you got to get to know. I'm asking you.
I think you was on the phone.
While
you missed
you're
his
dating?
beginning part. He
While
said,
you're dating.
people that jump the gun when they dating with a purpose, they jump the gun. Oh, because I know his mother now. We great be more than that.
Right. I'm talking.
Okay.
Right. So
okay.
I was speaking in terms of people when you go on a date with them. This 1 or 2 dates mean, all right, that's grounds for us to be in a relationship.
Until you finish.
You know what I mean? Why? Because they want companionship and shit of that nature. I'm not saying that everybody's that way, but some people be intrigued by the person that you are. You get what I'm saying? And you can show a person a very nice time. And I'm talking about having people stomach hurting, laughing, they full, they had nice
And a lot
bud.
of times when it's not a date, you have better times like that, Rob, than when it is a date. Because you want to not laugh too hard. Like me, I laugh like, but on a date, I probably be like, you is crazy. I don't want to. I want to be me and fucking die.
Right, but that's the
on
problem.
the floor. Let me read this real quick. Ronnie Pierce said, maybe you're too damn smart for your own good, meaning you calculate all things and how they would affect your life. I believe that was for his book, Shannon Bobannon. You're too good. You're too smart for your own good.
Yeah, Shannon, you know that.
Look at her, Ronnie. She can't even say nothing back
Yeah.
because she
No,
knows.
I think I'm definitely a over.
Thinker?
Over analyze. I think all the
That's
time.
me.
My brain does not shut off. I don't.
That could
sleep
be
because of my
damaging in some
It
situations.
is.
It's a gift and a curse.
It
It's
is,
most
and that's
definitely
how-
a gift
Not even
and a
gonna
curse.
lie.
That's how you can either be like Shannon and luck up and get not luck up, but end up in a relationship
You know, it
that
took,
you want,
yeah, but it took
or you
work.
can be like me to be by yourself and overthink
But it
everything.
took
and
work.
be by
It took
yourself.
work, and I had to release some old things that just didn't work out, and had to let that go and try a new way. I had to.
Yeah.
It took
Had to
understanding
really
me.
like
Did-
you said,
did this
calculate
work in the
and
past
analyze
for you?
yourself.
Did this work in the past for you? Because it didn't work in the past for me. This is new for me. It's new for you. Let's do it together. Let's try it. But I'll lead you. I'll guide you. I got you. And if it don't work, it don't work. But we're friends.
I like that mindset because with you making that statement, you took accountability. You said that this is what needs to be worked on and how we're gonna work on it. Now let's work on it together. This
Right.
second, third. So how do you approach that situation if the other party isn't having the problems that you're having?
Meaning.
Meaning, like if you have went through issues to where as though you feel like you need some working on, and that other person might not need any working on. How do you go about dealing with that situation then?
Well, that was also the case in this relationship in the beginning. I think so. It's tough. It's tough. First of all, I want to say this. If you are not healed, or healing, or and accept that there's always going to be something to heal from, something to work
can't grow.
on, then you're not even doing yourself any justice, let alone trying to be in a relationship. But when I met this man, I was in a place where I was holding myself accountable. I knew a lot of things that I needed to work on, and was in the midst of working on it. And working on yourself is not easy. To me, is one of the hardest things in life, because you can always place blame on somebody. Well, I did this because they did this, they did this. But when you sit still and say, yeah, they might have did that, but I definitely did this. And one of my things that I say is, I can always say a man did this to me, but I definitely allowed him to do that to me.
Right.
So when I
play the victim,
exactly, and I'm not
did
really,
this to me.
I don't like playing the victim. And when I catch, that's not to say that I don't, but when I catch myself, I try to check myself immediately. But when I met this man, it was just that. I don't want a relationship. I got a lot of things I need to heal from. But the things that he felt like he needed to heal from were okay with me. And I loved the fact that he was in the beginning stages of accountability to me. It was very attractive. He was saying things to me like, I date with a purpose. I don't want to focus on a relationship. I want us to be friends. That was hard for me. What? Because unintentionally,
So
every
what was
man,
him dating with a purpose? His purpose was to be your friend.
he
said
absolutely
dating with a
wanted to
purpose.
be friends. He wanted to, in fact, be best friends. Um, but because he felt like he had healing to do, he had these things that he had to work on, he felt like he wasn't ready.
You got a lot of women that thinks that when a man say that they want to be friends, that it. Let me ask you a question: is it a cap on that? On how long?
Well, this is going to be so
That's a good
personal.
question.
This
No.
is so personal.
No.
Okay, I don't mind being vulnerable. I
No,
don't mind.
no.
So let
Well,
me,
the
let me-
thing is, you
because
gotta
this is-
first
I
allow
mean, this is
yourself
for
to
both-
understand
this is-
you're not
No, no,
above. Wait,
no.
let me just say this to her real quick, Rob. This is one thing you gotta always learn, especially in podcast, media, radio, whatever. You gotta always know, even in life, you're not above being the lesson of the day.
Oh no.
So if you feel like it's getting too personal,
No,
either
no,
you
no,
switch
no,
the
no,
subject or you just get personal and
I'm
be
cool
bold
with that.
with
No,
who
it
you
just
are.
shocked me because the questions that
Came
are
right
coming
to
is like
which
it's
was
everything that I've gone through or
already.
gone through.
Which
So
is good. That means you give it
so,
from your own
so
point of
this
view.
is so we dated last year. Um and I was starting to get to the time thing. We dated for months. So you're not ready. I understand that. We're not mad at each other. We didn't do anything to each other. You told me this from the beginning. My feelings changed. I come to you and I tell you, I know we started
Here.
like this, but I'm here. And when I went for clarity and he cleared it up, his clarity is I don't want to hurt you. I like what we have, but I don't wanna go down that route because I'm not ready. And I want us to be friends. If I lose you as a friend, it's gonna crush me.
Wow.
I can't do anything but respect that. But how I don't want to become the woman that's waiting, that has waited 2 years, and that's you understand what I'm saying? But in it's saying that we were talking about the other day, now talking about it seems so minimal. But in the moment, he gaslighted the shit out of me.
How so?
Just it just I can't even think of something. It'll come to me, but and I allowed it though, because I knew it. Because I know here I'm dating, because here I'm dating a man who, and this is last year, so I'm dating a man who I know is in love with me, and he's using all of these things, and maybe and yes, he needs to heal from some
But
things.
he said in the beginning, he said the friendship.
So
and when you brought it to him, he said, "I don't want to go that route." So where did he gaslight you? He told you the truth. It was up to you to pull back and say, "Well, you're giving me too much good, and I can't do it. I can't do it."
The gaslighting comes in. Okay, well, this is your journey. I'm not mad at you,
Right?
But I don't want to lose you. I want this. I want this friendship, right?
That's not good.
He's
He's telling you the truth.
Go ahead.
Well, we let her
Okay.
go.
But then when I want to leave, it's you changing a little. You changing the dynamics. You changing your words around. You changing.
That's where the gaslight.
That's where the gaslighting comes in. Because I love him. I really think this is my person, right? So I allowed it, and make no mistake about it. Maybe he didn't understand. I don't think it was intentional. I think it was a fear both ways. I don't want to lose you
because
in this
they don't want to lose you
capacity.
at the same time.
But I'm not ready to go here. Now, the flip side of that is I wasn't even asking for a relationship in the moment. I still didn't feel like we were ready. That
You felt we needed
I
to
wanted it
revisit
to
how
be
we
on
feel.
the table.
Mhm.
It wasn't even on the table,
Okay.
right? So how long is too long? I don't know.
You really don't know. Only you.
You don't know.
Because some people will do what
Because
you did.
right
You said,
now,
yeah.
I
Some
said,
people do it for years.
listen, and this is what I'm telling you. I knew that I was starting to feel a way. I was starting to have feelings that didn't coincide with a friendship. So, Shannon, you got to make a decision. You got to let them go, or you got to shut up about it and put up with it. But how long is too long? I don't know. So I cut it off after like 10 months. Okay, we friends. We friends. We friends. We're friends. We cool.
So then he came to the term like, I'd rather do what she.
Now it's different.
Yeah.
Now it's different. Now
Oh, okay. So how do y'all feel about friendship with girlfriend tendencies? Like, well, girlfriend,
I feel like it's
girlfriend, what word I'm looking for is girlfriend rewards, meaning
Yeah.
like say you got
Friends with benefits?
yeah, friends with benefits more.
Friends with benefits.
Well,
So-
that's what y'all had.
Huh?
That's what it was.
So
That's what all men like.
so friends with benefits.
All men love.
How long is too long for friends with benefits?
Only you know when you're sick and tired. Because your friends might look at you like, yo, please, yo, be done. I'm sick of this shit with you and this dude. But
But that's
only
okay.
you, right. Not even
People
toxic.
have friends with
That
benefits.
can be
Shit that be
toxic.
good for a
I
long
was
time.
gonna say, that could have, no, I
Whatever you
would have.
define.
Yeah,
Whatever
because what-
defines your
What
relationship.
Shannon just went through, she just explained it and it sounds all good. But somebody on the outside looking in could be like, her heart yearning, his heart yearning, they ain't getting together. Yo,
Right.
back off of this shit before somebody get hurt.
Okay.
So it's all according to how you look at it. But at the end of the day, if you in the midst of it, you the only person that can say when enough is enough.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It's like
So it's
okay.
really no cap.
So it's like this. You might get in a situation, and if you the type of person, if you a straight up dude, or whatever the case may be, you gonna state your claim from the door. You're gonna let it be known, okay, look, we friends. I need to get to know you, this, that, and the third. I'm not no person that just jump into a situation. I need to get to know you thorough. After I get to know you, it is what it is. Some females take that as like you bluffing or you bullshitting because you choose to want to take your time and you ain't just ready to just jump into a commitment
And it's
because
okay.
everybody want fucking companionship immediately.
The thing is, you
But this
state
is
your
the
claim
flip
in the
side.
beginning.
You're being a companion. You're being y'all intimate. You meeting people. I mean, like I said, you gotta define
And that
the
intimacy kicks it
stipulation.
up a notch.
That
let's be
intimate,
honest.
you're intimate.
That's
with
a form of
this person.
gaslighting
Y'all
to me.
That's a form. This is what I'm saying.
What's your
Ain't in the
definition of
middle
intimate?
now.
My
You fucking.
definition of intimacy is
Y'all
actually
fucking. Y'all
sexual.
lying
Wait,
together.
well, let me be more specific because
Fucking,
great
fucking
Let me
having
say
sex,
this.
making love. I think all of them.
Listen.
Let me say this. I think intimacy falls in the line of we ain't together, but we having sex and we having good sex. We ain't together, but when you come over, you want to rub your fingers through my hair and stroke on me. Don't
Y'all
give me
cook-
that
y'all
love.
cooking
Don't
dinner
give,
together. Even intimate conversation.
to me, that's loving on a person.
Yes, all of that.
That's just like you got a pet. You don't go every dog you see scratching behind his ears. That's loving on him. That dog finna follow you down the street. I mean, let's be honest. To me, those are intimate things. This far.
But you gotta,
Some of the vodka came out my mouth. I couldn't hold it no more.
but you gotta define when you say just friends. You gotta define what just friends are.
All right, can I read some of these comments real quick?
Go ahead.
They kind of like getting past me. In the beginning, oh my God! So we read the one with that Rodney said to Shannon. Mike said, Big Mike said, awesome Shannon, I love what you said. He came back to say, Shannon, that's some real shit. Rodney Pierce said, Rob, everyone needs work. I don't know anyone who can't improve on something relationship wise. Mr. Corral said, I feel it's important to be able to be friends with my girl. Rodney Pierce said, is a strictly person. It's a strictly people issue. What are the interested parties willing to accept, right? Ms. Diggle said, yes, you know when you had enough or feel you want more. Mm-hmm. She came back to say, I think emotional connection is important in a relationship and honesty. Rodney Pierce said, is that emotional connection. Only you know how emotional your connection is over on Facebook. As Michael Carroll said, what's up?
Hey, Mike.
Keisha Thomas said, facts. I got the last comment. Hey, Chris. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Nettie. Hey, Michael Carroll. Hey, Jay Robinson over on Facebook. Y'all, thanks for jumping in. The topic is dating over 40.
This is what I'm going to say. My thing is, everyone, I think at a certain age, like we talking about specifically 40 and over. So with you being 40 and over, I believe that everyone's dating with a purpose. You got some people that are dating, probably testing the waters.
Even that word, purpose. your purpose might not be my purpose. Your purpose might literally
Fact.
be companionship.
I think
Fact.
So this is why I say
being honest
you
from
have
the
to be
beginning is
honest.
important.
But let's go back to healing. You can't be honest when you're dating if you're not honest with yourself. How many people out here? So for me, let's go back to me. I'll use myself. I started one way. I recognized immediately when my feelings changed. Now I gotta go back to yo. I gotta make this known. I know. Hey, listen. We started off this way. We had several conversations about this, but I feel like this.
But we got
How do
this
you
far
feel that I feel like this?
because
You
he got
gotta be if I
what
wasn't
you
in
did,
tune with myself,
Shannon.
I wouldn't even I would be tripping. Like, yo, we do this, and this. Why we don't do this? Why we can't do this or be this? I
what
didn't
you
go down
did,
like that.
Shannon, was didn't take his option away.
No,
You gave him the option to say, yo, I ain't moving forward and I'm leaving, or I'm ready to go down this hole. But what he did, like you said, he didn't want to go down the hole, but he didn't want to lose you, so he kept on with the gaslighting. And that's when the gaslighting come in. Don't keep on thinking you already know that you in this lady head a little different. Now you gotta pull back on the sex. Pull back on the dinner dates. You got some of the stuff you gotta turn around and stop.
But here's the thing: not very often do you feel something for somebody that don't feel it. It happens, but it's not like it happens every time. You feel some. It might not even be that intense as intense as the other person, but most of the time, when somebody loves you and cares for you, you pretty much feel the same way because I don't.
If
Now
somebody
we
loves
talking 40 and over. We talking 40.
True,
Let's
but-
talk.
Let's talk, dog.
Let's
Let's
talk.
talk.
I'm not.
Everybody
fucking-
that you love ain't gonna
Real
love
quick, Keisha Thomas said Shannon is preaching a sermon.
Listen, I at 44 years old, there's no way I'm gonna fall in love with somebody that at a minimum, because I'm not measuring it. I'm not measuring it because what you do for me, I might not do exactly the same things for you, right? And our experiences are different.
But you gotta
But
stay
at a
there
minimum,
long enough
I'm
to
not
feel
falling in
something.
love with a man that don't at a minimum love me. How does that even happen? Because that we spending time, we having talks, we having sex. How do you get there? How do you get there?
People do catch feelings before you do. It happens. What
No,
do
no,
you-
it happened. No, what I'm saying.
So what
is,
are you saying? How do you get where?
How do people get so confused? How do you get so confused? So let's take your friendship. You friends, right? You friends with somebody. You
Yeah.
know, y'all fucking. Okay,
Right,
y'all
okay.
fucking.
Friends
Okay.
with benefits.
But okay, now y'all fucking and y'all go out to eat here and there. All right, when y'all go out to eat, y'all having a few conversations. The conversations get more intimate, they get more personal, they get longer and longer. Now you inviting her over to your house. Now y'all having these talks in the house. Now y'all fucking. She stay a couple hours. She get up. She go home. Now y'all had such a good time. The next time she come, she might stay not just a couple hours. She might stay
All night.
all night. She might get up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and she go home. Now the next time she come over, she staying all night. She bring food. She cooking. Y'all watching movies. Y'all having talks. Y'all having sex. She stay all night. Now this is how it happens. So you
What's the
mean to
part you
tell
saying?
me,
How do people?
how do people
messed
get it
up?
misconstrued? How are you somewhere? How are you north and somebody is south?
You know what? Now I'm not saying this every time, but some people can be in a greedy stage. Yep, she coming over here. We fucking. I ain't even gotta go out and holler at nobody else because I already know Shorty. She know me. We know each other. Test results. So they just take. So with that person is a greedy person.
Convenient.
Convenient.
Yeah, and
But-
guess what? And you get everything you deserve from that. When she turned crazy, you get everything
You asked
she
for
do. You deserve it because you see this. She tells you something. She shows you something that she's even beginning to feel this way. Not when she started acting crazy. By the time she started crazy, she long gone.
Right.
Why you looking like that?
I'm glad it's funny.
Because that's the thing. Accountability.
Right.
You might not feel how she feels, but don't. This is where it go crazy. Is crazy for me.
Can I read this?
Why she act like this? We start up.
She
You
cooking.
done
You cooking.
son.
Ho. You got some females where you might not have even went that far, and they may act crazy off the rip.
Well, the thing is, that's
just
crazy that
crazy.
you should have saw coming down the street.
Right, but when you do see it, you dismiss it. You
Yeah,
feel me?
but sometimes you dismiss. You like shit. She think I'm fucked up, and that's when you fucked up. Cause you still got to fuck
But
with
no,
you
in
got.
that moment, this is crazy, but I'm a fucker. In that moment, you still get what you deserve.
So you
Because
got what you-
said. this bitch crazy.
But
And the butt is
gonna
gonna
lie.
whip your ass.
there you go. Real quick over on Instagram, Rodney Penn said, "Listen, a man ain't ready. If a man ain't ready, he will get the milk for free until he has to buy the
That's
buy-
a male.
until he has to buy the buy. See, I guess he said, I guess that milk for free. I guess is what it should be." Mr. Carell said sometimes folks get caught up in the situationship without clarifying, without clearly defining lines and setting boundaries, and that happens on both sides. Well, Mr. Crow, we already decided that yes, it does.
Accountability.
But also, when you see that that line has been crossed, it's getting a little blurry, like Shannon said, she brought it to his attention. It's up to him to pull back everything or stop some of the things so he can keep his friend or gaslight. The three things that just happened that he could choose from that situation.
Well,
He just lucky his shit turned out. Because that gaslight can be the biggest bomb you ever
But
seen.
but that's when I was out.
yeah.
But that's when I can't say that immediately I recognized the gaslighting. And again, looking back, even now looking back, I still can't even say it was intentional. It's fair.
What's the gas?
Fair.
What is the gaslighting now?
I thought we went over it.
No, I'm asking again.
All right,
For clarification.
Gaslighting
For clarification,
is you done met my mom, and I'm just using examples. Gaslighting is you done met my mom and you done met my kids. We had sex raw. We done fucked raw for
Ooh.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months. But we friends. Gaslighting is
I'm staying in your house, you
I'm
staying in
staying
my
in
house.
mine. You stay.
Thanksgiving,
Gaslighting.
Christmas.
That's
We
gaslighting.
spent
All right,
birthdays,
say no more. Say no more. Say no
together,
more.
birthdays
Come
together.
on.
We
Say no
done took
more.
trips out of
Say
town,
no
out
more.
of the country.
Meeting the parents,
We
meeting the
talking
kids,
finances.
fucking raw,
Gaslighting.
staying the night, toothbrush, slippers. That's your good.
Real, right.
That's
Thank
not.
you.
That's not.
Say no more.
That's not a
say less.
friendly.
Real
That's not
quick.
a friendly
On
situation.
Instagram, Rodney Pierce said Shannon pumped his brakes, and that got his attention, which is true. Mr. Carell said, "Shit, people be seeing red flags and still ignoring them," and that's true too.
We.
I just commend
I tell
Shannon
you
for
one
going
thing
forward
over
and saying
40
how
about
she
a
felt.
red flag. Ain't no listen. Red flags, they don't even exist in my world. You show me one time a red flag, I'm out.
Well, let me say this real quick. Over on Facebook, Keisha Thomas said, "Big facts. I mean, big difference between a boy and a man,
Yeah.
a liar and a realist." Let me say this real quick. It don't make you a boy or a man if, well, to be a liar or a realist. He never lied because he truthfully said he don't even want to let her go. He just saying he had the fear of going down that relationship hole, and that could be because of past trauma, past relationship, giving up his single manhood, or going out when he wanted. There's a lot of things that could have kept him from that. So women, I believe, need to start realizing: is this for me or not? Is he lying or is he keeping it real? Because a lot of times men keep it real, and women look at it like, "Oh, you was lying." No, babe, I said I ain't trying to do this. And you kept giving it to me, so I took it.
Or women think that they could change, or they think they got the ability
That
to
one
change
too.
your mind, or think because they pussy that good, or they think because they this or that,
Or
that they
boy
have
doing
the
so
ability
big,
to make
taking
you
care of you
switch
so right.
the way that you feel.
That's true.
That's real shit.
So I think that's
but
what
let's
a lot
be
of times
honest,
it comes
most of the
to.
time we
Because you
have
used to
that
know a
ability,
boy from a
though.
man when you meet
Yeah, I say
both.
that all the time. There's
Man,
a difference between a
listen,
man and a male.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
But listen, it can be done. Sex can change your mind. A wet vagina can change your mind. But the truth is, these are things you learn over 40. I don't want to do that. I
Over
don't
40, you
want
should
to change
Oh.
you with my.
Hold
I
on.
don't want to change you with
Stop
my.
the
I don't
fucking
want
press.
nobody that don't want me.
Stop the press.
I don't want you because my vagina
Stop
is
the
wet
press.
because it's good.
That-
over 40,
That
you should
depends.
be trying to build something. And that
Fuck
vice
this.
versa. I need her
Before Ross
mental
has a heart
capacity.
attack.
Fuck
And
this.
let me say this before he has a heart attack, and vice versa.
No, I wasn't.
The
saying-
penis
I wasn't.
can be amazing. It
Well,
can
go ahead.
change
Let
the
him go ahead and
woman's
get
life.
down.
I wasn't.
And then the woman acts crazy, and now she wants the relationship.
No,
Vice versa.
No,
Before
that's
you have a heart attack.
that wasn't
Go
what I
ahead,
was
what
going
you
to
gonna
say.
say?
What I was going to say is that's to a weak individual. Because at the end of the day,
I agree.
when you a person that got miles on you, and I'm sure all of us have been around the
You've
block a
had
couple times.
sex.
You done had good sex. It's good sex. when you get past the good
You
sex
should
part,
not be
you
over
want
40
the substance.
getting your first piece
You
of
know
good
how
sex.
many motherfucking people I ran across that got great, amazing pussy,
You better
but
say
bubble heads and bullshit
Sex is
bitches.
not the thing to do.
Real shit. Let's be clear.
I never understood
Yo,
how people
it's
say
a
that.
lot of women out here that are walking around with that motherfucking
Vice
sauna between their legs with the vice grip.
Come on.
But they bullshit as far as when it comes to being in a relationship.
And to me, that's what goes along the lines with Keisha Thomas on Facebook
Like, what the fuck?
about boys and men. A lot of boys ain't had good sex yet.
Come on, man.
I'm telling you, if you're a man, nigga, and you over 40,
Believe it or not, it's some niggas.
and I feel sorry for him.
It's
And I feel
some
sorry for
men
him.
out this bitch
I ain't saying it ain't. I
that
just
just
I feel
came
sorry
off the
for him.
steps at like 26, 27. And they just starting to experience.
Still by 40,
Good
he
sex.
should have had some good sex.
Well, therein lies the problem because again, over 40, sex is. I don't want to say that because it's not. I
What?
wouldn't say sex is sex. It's not sex, but
Well, I learned at the King Conference, sex isn't just sex. Let me say that.
No, it's not. It's most
Stop.
definitely not. I was going
It's
to say
a
that
stop.
about myself, but I can say this. How many times have you
Mr.
had?
Gorilla had been sauna.
How many times have you had conversations with people and they be like, or like females, and they be like, man, his dick's little with shit.
But
and they willing to settle for that
the
because they love them, man. I done dated and been in relationships and can't nobody pick my brain like him, and he take care of me this way. Like when you find sex is a very big part of it.
But it ain't the only thing over 40.
Over 40, you
Because
thinking about shit.
Let's be honest. About 50, a lot of men, especially black men, have experienced so many health concerns that the penis ain't working that well anyway.
Oh, no.
So if good sex is all he got to give, I mean, good sex is all he had to give, then what you gonna do?
Well,
what you gonna do?
So men,
And that's life.
sex drive goes down, ours peak.
And women's go up.
Erectile dysfunction is high in the
It
black
doesn't even
community.
have to be, yes, but it doesn't even have to be dysfunction. It's a natural thing for men's sex drive to decrease and women's to increase.
Oh shit! I don't know.
It's a natural
It must
part
be
of
a
it. And
small
hey,
percentage.
You see them old, maybe you're not quite at that age yet, but you see them older men
I'm
be
old.
like, I just wanted to come over here and take our clothes off and walk around. You see people make jokes about older men all the time. Yeah, because he can't do much, but he's like,
I say that all the time. I joke
They like
about
what
that all the time.
they
So
like
you
what
don't
they
want nothing to do once you do nothing but rub his knee.
right. Sit there with it.
Seriously,
Probably sit there. You probably got to
wait
neck.
to you sugar daddies. Sugar dad, like the real sugar daddies, they can't even get up, most of them.
Oh shit!
You rub their knee and let
Oh,
them
shit.
dress up, put a little makeup on,
Listen.
let them take you around town with their white walls and their cars and you know.
What? And you in that motherfucker
And
like
they kicking
a
out the
Persian,
money.
shining like a Persian diamond.
All right.
Let him sit in the car with his hat cocked on the
Okay.
H2 straight.
And since we on it, let's throw this in there. Y'all don't want to go get your prostate checked. That has a lot to do with it too.
Well,
knowing.
I can put my finger in the air and say this proudly.
Mr.
I-
Shit, I'm sorry. Shit, I'm 52. I'm having the best sex of my life. And congratulations to you.
Where
All right, though.
this where I'm at with it.
Call me when
We
you
ain't wishing
finish
it
your
on
birthday.
This where I'm at with it.
I'm just saying.
I have primary care doctor in which I see all the
Which
time.
is great. And you know what, Rob? A
And-
lot of black men
They
don't
don't.
do that until about
I
45.
have a healthy prostate, my colon straight,
There you
balls work, dick ain't fucked up.
go.
So
Well,
at the end of the
congratulations to
day,
you.
yeah.
But you're probably 1 out of 7.
But
Every 7.
at the end of the day, if you know me personally, you know I take care of myself very well.
Mhm.
Health is wealth. to
Right,
me.
and the thing is, you eat right. There's a lot of things you do, and you know when you came here with a whole meal one day. Nobody, I know not to even eat it. Like Rob knows where to stop himself. Every man is not like that. A lot of them still in the streets, so they don't even know what the fuck a primary care physician is.
A lot of niggas don't know that smoking cigarettes cause erectile dysfunction. Niggas don't even know that bullshit. You know what I mean? But they're smoking fud quick fast. You know what I'm saying? But
It's only true.
but I'm just saying, like I'm just being real with you. But at the end of the day, man, like y'all was saying, this 40 and over shit, the dating pool, like with dating with a purpose and things of that nature. All of us, you're gonna run into your fair share of bullshit. That's just how it goes. That comes with the territory with dating. You're gonna run into the bullshit. My thing is just how much bullshit are you willing to accept and deal with?
That's the thing. You really can't, like you asked me.
Because everybody got some shit.
Everybody know what's their breaking point.
I say this about
what
everybody.
You can't deal with, I can take.
This is what I say, and this is a saying of mine, and anybody that know me personally knows this. Everybody, all of us, have baggage. Now, it all depends on what kind of baggage you got. You got some people that got little itty bitty sandwich bags. You got some people that got market bags. You got some people that got trash bags. You got some motherfuckers that got luggage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you find that person who bags match your bags, y'all sit down, unpack that shit, and put it the fuck away.
And that's how you get to move forward.
Right.
The right way.
Right, because like I said, man, when you go into, my thing is, if you dating for fun, fine. Date for fun is no not. Fuck what anybody think.
Right.
That's another problem that we got out here.
All the
because
you want.
You got people out this motherfucker too busy worried about what the next motherfucker think. Fuck them. Live your life. You get one. Ride this motherfucker till the wheels fall off.
Right,
if you choose as a female, me, I'm non-judgmental. So if you a female, you choose to date Nathan, Tom, David, Michael, Jesse. You dating all them motherfuckers, date them.
Right.
Live your motherfucking life. If you choose to fuck 2, 3 of them, that's you.
That's you.
Make the right decisions. Be smart. I ain't saying
be healthy.
Be healthy. Do what you do. all I'm saying is do what you do. At the end of the day, live your motherfucking life. You're going to make the decisions that you think is best for you.
Right.
If you stress-free, your bills paid, and you living your motherfucking life and the motherfucker ain't paying your motherfucking bills, fuck what another motherfucker think. Do you. Right. You feel me? It's always the judgmental motherfuckers that got something to say about motherfuckers, and their home ain't even together.
They just as miserable as they can be.
Yeah, it's always the motherfuckers who shit ain't 100% tight that got something to say about the other motherfuckers that's out here doing this.
They be the ones that be down with the prostitutes.
How about that?
Oh shit. Well, yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. Me being a former.
Oh man, I thought you was getting race.
Me being a former.
I don't know where you was going with that.
No. Me being a former in the streets nigga. It be times when the block used to be hot where we used to walk up to the top. Like for anybody that don't know, I'm from Liberty Heights and Garrison. So we would walk up to Garrison Boulevard and sit on the bus stop when it's hot and just sit there like we waiting for the bus. Yo, you know how many S550s and Acura coupes and Hondas with the tinted windows and all kinds of motherfucking cars. Audi A8s pulling up with tinted windows.
They want for the moment and go in on.
And what's funny is the fiends will come back down the street spending money with us. And was like, that young nigga, and spill all the beans. That boy don't look like he supposed to be even tricking with me. And you'd be like, oh, no. But then it was crazy as these nasty motherfuckers going out and fuck their girls or their wives. And then if their wives choose to cheat on them because they think it's bullshit, they going and fuck this thing. Yo, it's a fucked up cycle.
You know what everybody
It's a fucked up cycle. It's a fucked up cycle. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say is this, man. Find your person. Find who works for you. Find out, you know what I mean? Because everything what works for you ain't going to work for you. And what works for you ain't going to work for her. And what works for her ain't going to work for him. Right. You get what I'm saying? Find your person. What works for you works for you. And y'all do y'all thing. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. But again, always remember, man, your life come, your mind, your decisions, your life come first. Put you first. Put God first and then put you. And then you make any decision after that, man. Like at the end of the day, you gotta understand you can't please everybody, man. You're not.
You won't please everybody.
That was a good sign,
man.
That was a word, Rob. I mean, I'm agreeing with you.
I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, everybody that you meet, you're not meant to be with.
Everybody is not your person. Stop thinking everybody you with. If I cook right, if I cook right, if I buy the right house, if I wear the right shoes, if I do this, if I do that. They gonna make.
It's the women out here that I've met in my lifetime that I swear to God, they got a smile that'll melt you, and when you look at them, you're like, oh, you know what I mean? You get a Woody. You be like, God damn, and then you go talking to them, and you be like, nah.
She don't have no substance.
I can honestly
Yeah.
say I'm glad I don't run across that. The funky breath and funky twat, I ain't had that problem in my older age. When I was young, I did, but older, no. I've been blessed. But I'm saying as far as when you get to talking to people and you listen to them, a lot of times people's morals and values don't align with yours. You know what I mean? Y'all on two different wavelengths. They think in this way, you think in this way. You get some people that think you got a wife or you this, that, and the third because you might move a certain type of way when that's not even the fucking case.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You get some niggas that think this woman got a man or a boyfriend because she's choosing to move a certain type of way. That's not the case all the time.
Right.
Get the fuck out your insecurities, check yourself, and look at what you doing as to why these things might not be working.
Right, like Shannon said earlier, sometimes you gotta sit back and evaluate.
You gotta evaluate yourself sometimes. Stop blaming other motherfuckers for your shortcomings.
There you go.
Because at the end of the day, that's the first thing somebody do. A person who lacks accountability. All they do is blame the next motherfucker for their shortcomings. It was this person. Because that's the easy way
Because
out.
it's easier to do that.
Well, when you take accountability, that means now you know better. So you
Now
got to do better.
now you gotta do
And you
that.
definitely, once people know that you know better, somebody gonna hold you accountable.
Yeah.
And people don't like to be held accountable.
Well,
I was going to say
and another
one thing
thing,
for sure, they don't want to be held
People
accountable.
don't
And that's
want-
in anything.
and this
But
is
definitely
another
with
situation. This go for men and women. Nobody wanna be called out on they bullshit. Period. Especially when they know that they dishing it. That's the sad part. Like you dishing bullshit. You get caught up or called out on it, man. Just own that shit. Take it, deal with it, and you know what I mean? Just deal with that shit. Stop trying to take the easy route out and making fucking excuses. My thing is, at the end of the day, a person gonna understand me and my motherfucking lifestyle, or they not. It's that simple. If you don't, I'm fine with that. You can go your way. I have no quarrels with it. At the end of the day,
quarrels.
I don't want any beef. I don't want any animosity.
Big for quarrels.
I don't want any type. I don't want none of that.
Right.
My thing is, you got to do what works for you.
And when it's done, just go ahead and be done.
Yeah,
Let that person alone.
especially when you honest with a motherfucker. When you honest, I'm talking about like you lay all your cards. That's the thing that confused me about some of y'all women, man. You can lay all your cards on the table. Okay, baby, this is the situation. Boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm saying this because I'm giving you the option. If you want to deal with this, you can. If you don't, fine. That's cool too.
Right.
At the end of the day, when I go to sleep, I'm going to snore. I'm going to get I'm going to get as much rest as I possibly can. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to bust my ass. And I'm going to come home and I'm going to pay all my motherfucking bills.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? By myself. So at the end of the day, all I ask you to do is respect me as a man and tell me the truth.
And the thing is, when she tell you the truth, you got to take it down.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's a lot of
I'm sorry. Keisha Thomas.
a lot of tender
really
dick niggas.
Went off real quick over on Facebook. Keisha Thomas said, absolutely don't agree. I was raised that action speaks louder than words. Your words shall follow your actions. If your actions speak one way and you're called out on it, why is it insecurities? I call bullshit big time. She came back to say, you can say anything, but does your actions back it up?
Depending on the person.
I think it go. I get what I get the way that she's explaining
and
it.
I think most cases
in
that way, right?
in majority of the time,
happens,
that your actions don't speak louder than your words, and not just on the latter end. Meaning, like they could be telling you, "I don't even love you," but gaslighting you and loving on you in every way he know that you need.
So
or he could be saying, "Baby, because I love you," but he's still fucking 2-3 bitches right down the street.
Let's be clear.
You ain't what?
Hold. My thing is, a lot of times the person's actions may match, but then you got some females that feel like you're not doing X, Y, Z to the degree of how they want you to do it too.
And if that's the case, she ain't your person.
You feel me? So At the end of
I
the
ain't
day,
here to be your child and check out every single box. Like,
that's
you
measurement.
got a question
That's what I was
me?
saying earlier. That's
like
measurement.
some people, like some,
That's I love
like
you.
some people,
You gotta be doing a.
I get where she's coming from.
Yeah, I get
because
where she coming
I
from.
get where she's coming from because some people actions don't add.
A lot
You
of
get what I'm
people
saying?
actions don't
But
add up.
you get
So
some
what they
people
say.
that assume shit too. At the end of the day,
And that's true.
You get some people that
Because
think
even though they tell you
that
one
ties
thing,
back-
they still
that ties back into what I was saying, like because you move a certain type of way and you do things a certain type of way, these people assume that this is what's going on within their mind because of their little bullshit ass past or something that they.
That's why I said
experienced
it's
before.
not really
Come on,
bad
man.
or good. Because it could be
Yeah.
just because you invite her over and you cook dinner, you pull all the stops. Oh, my mom on the phone, she just saying hi. Well, she just being polite because somebody in the house and she intrigued on your evening. That person understand he done cooked for me and I met his mother. So now they
That's
think,
not meeting your mother.
well,
Though.
listen to what I'm saying. Some people have a tendency to think I'm the one. Oh, you want me, but the person is telling you, no, I just like to cook, so I'd rather sit down and meet you right here than us go out and eat. Stop assuming or stop
But I don't
thinking.
think in their mind they're assuming.
What do you
Remember,
mean?
we're only as good as our experiences
Right?
and our
But-
lessons. So
but
if you
like-
take,
but
so
like
if
the young lady
if
just
the
said,
last 3 men,
If
this
he's
person
telling it to
dated,
you,
yeah, but if the last 3 men that this female has dated, she never had no type. She never. Okay, let's.
but I
never
want her to
went
know.
If the last
hold on.
females if the last males that this female has dated have never even gotten to somebody's house, getting to the house is gonna
To her, it's like
is
she's
gonna
not
equate to
a notch
something,
on her
right?
belt,
That's sad.
which is sad and
But
unfortunate.
but
I get
to
what you're
us,
saying.
I know I get what you're saying, but
But it's the truth.
But
It's the
right.
truth.
that's
So
cool.
I don't know.
It's not considered
not
cool.
intentional.
It's just
To
like
us, it's not
that's
cool.
like what you get a job where they don't put you behind the register, but what you used to every company you work for, you was only working in
Yeah,
a
you think
supply
you
house.
supposed to be the
You
goddamn
feel like
manager.
you're supposed to be the manager. The thing is, it's not.
That depends.
It's
That depends on
not
your
saying
thought
you
process.
have
So
arrived.
it's not
It's just saying I'm a bump above where I've been.
So
But also, it's time for everybody in the
mean
room
that.
to be
take
alert
account
to
and-
say,
yeah.
she ain't used to this, and I can't give up but so much because every little bit that we used to being a gentleman, every woman who comment that no Rob will ever known him in his past gonna say, 'cause Rob can cook. So some chicks who ain't used to a man cooking get Rob.
So once she gets to the house and he's cooking and they Netflixing and chilling, now
That's
Oh,
going
he
for a
want me.
relationship.
he wants me.
Some women mind they will. Rob brought me food
Now.
in here one day. Let me say that one food, and I don't think it
So
was
a-
like it
So
wasn't
a
a
nigga
holiday
can
or
be
nothing.
nice. So what about
No,
a
I'm not saying that. I'm saying what people used to. Like most people, you say I cook, I'm gonna wrap you up a plate, I'm gonna bring it. Rob came, brought me a plate, a bag that was so heavy. I was like, what's that here? Yo wrapped up all hot food, all the cold food, like broke it down. If I was a person who wasn't used to shit, I'd be like, oh, he really like me. He gonna look out for me, break my food down for me. Most people say, yo, make sure you take your potato salad out before you eat.
I got a homeboy. Listen,
They don't go that far.
Listen, I got a homeboy. He's a naturally nice guy. To where as though if he fucks with a female, he might get him a bag. He might do this. He might do that. Do that
And that's just
define?
his way.
Do that define him
No.
wanting them as his girl
No.
because he did something nice for
This
them?
is the-
So a nigga can't be nice to
this
y'all.
is- no,
Like,
that's not it.
make it
This-
clear.
This is what I'm saying. This is
make
what
me
I'm
make
saying.
it make sense.
If I'm dating you and I've never dated a man that has bought me a bag and we're just dating.
That's your issue.
Right, wait a minute. Hear me out.
Let her
And
explain.
I'm dating you, you buy me this, let's say $5,000 bag, right? But I've never dated somebody. Not only have I never dated somebody that bought me a $5,000 bag, I don't have a $5,000 bag. You are a nice guy. You recognize I don't have a $5,000 bag and better never bought
And
one.
then the mission
Right.
comes into, let me keep
But you're a
going.
nice guy, so you might, I think that's nice on her. But you, right? Okay. Now, if I decide in my mind that, oh shit, he bought me a $5,000 bag. He really he must like me. Now my actions are going to change. My words are going to change. It's your responsibility to check that shit.
And it's her
She's
responsibility to
gonna
tell
change.
you. I
It
ain't
is,
used to
but
this,
she might
and
not
I feel
know
good.
because everybody is not out for deceit. Everybody is not out for there. What I'm saying is there are people that have not had the experiences that we have had.
So what if a man be like, hey babe, like this ain't nothing. I'm being nice. I'm a nice guy.
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
all. Thank you. I'm just not used to that, but thank you.
That's
and
now
that's
you have informed her. But what I'm
But
saying
if
is,
they continue to react in a
that's
certain
not
type
the
of way,
and he continued to buy the shit, he gaslighting her.
no, this is the thing. Once you get to the point where you have to
Come on.
tell her,
Call it out. Once
no,
you know it, you
we
know
just
it.
friends. I did this because I like the bag and I think you deserve it, and this don't mean this. It meant something.
That's
made
you giving her truth.
Something made you have to say that. So in that moment, that's a decision that you have to make. If she starts,
But she
tripping,
is
her
held
actions
accountable for
She
saying
is.
more.
Let
She
me-
is.
let me read
but
this one
once
comment.
he check her, that's it.
Let me
He
read
done
this-
did his part.
let me
The
read this one
conversation.
comment. So Steph said, people get caught up to believe in their way is the best and the right way. And that's some real shit. Like at the end of the day,
And you
Everyone-
guys, that's what Shannon,
everyone has like what their thought process is, the way that they feel, the way that they see things, and then they impose that on the other people. And you gotta understand that everybody's not gonna see it your way. Everybody's not gonna feel like how you feel.
Think how you
Everybody's
think.
not gonna think like how you think. So that make them wrong.
So let me say this real quick. Perfect word of the night is Keisha Thomas on Facebook said communication.
Yeah, but you
Bullshit.
Yeah, but
The community, man, fuck that.
But the thing is, once it's on the line, you know, just like the gentleman told you, once you told him how you felt at that point, everything that if he kept on knowing he wasn't ready to go that far is gaslighting. It was up to you to either
You
move
can
back
tell, you can
or eat it up
Listen.
and get your
I
feelings
think
hurt.
this is the bottom line.
You can communicate with some people and convey your message in the most kind, sweet
Yeah.
way.
So then you
And
realize,
that
let me
person
back
know what's
away from you.
going on.
Back away.
Right, but sometimes back in the way you don't pay.
That's true too. I'm
I'm
telling you, Rob, I
I'm
gotta
telling
agree
you.
with that. Because sometimes, even though you communicate,
can
they keep
communicate.
on. You ain't answering the phone. I answered it 10 other times before this call.
Or they will sit in your lap and
Bust your windows out.
Listen, it be some shit going down.
Harass you on
Like
your job.
they bother you, they sit, leave letters on your car. Like it shit be crazy.
Go past your mothers. I was just looking for.
What?
I'm telling you, I have heard some stories on here. I've heard some
Okay.
stuff.
One thing about
Ma, you saying Kevin because
my mother name is Stephanie Danielle Higgins. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. My mother ain't met many women that I've dealt with. That's real shit. And
you know what, Rob? Even if she had met them all, your mother's so feisty. A bitch better not come past her house.
Well, that's another reason.
She
Because,
might get out the gate.
Well-
Why you doing to my son's house?
well, my
I
mother.
ain't
I know my mother. My
Your
mother.
mother feisty.
My mother's very. If you know Stephanie, she's very, very,
I met
very
her once, and
outspoken.
I'm telling you, the
My
thing is
mother,
feisty.
my mother is very. Her mouth is very raw. She's very real, and she's gonna tell your ass like it is. And some people can handle it, some people can't. Now, sometimes she go a bit overboard, but that's my mother. But I'm not ride with my mother because she tends to go overboard sometimes. No,
You ride with
that's
your
not
mama,
the
but
case.
you do say, "Mine, that's a bit
Yeah,
much."
no, I do.
Yeah.
I do. You gotta check. Like
When you say ride with it, it's like whatever she said is. what it is.
no,
No,
I
some shit you
will
gotta be
check
like, "Mom."
if I gotta check
Pull
my
back.
mother. If I gotta check my
Yeah.
mother, I gotta check my mother.
No, but am I gonna check? If my mother was living, would I check in front of somebody? No, but you ain't gonna see my mother get checked. But I will tell in the back, fine, stop. Come on, you pressing too hard. Cut it out.
Man, listen, man. Before we get out of here, I want to say this, man. These days, like I said, the dating scene has been so saturated with so much shit. We living in the social media and internet ages
And people
Where-
go in there.
where men are engulfed by all these big asses, everybody getting ass jobs, all this ass out here, and this vision, all of these visions, these females are half exposing themselves all on social media. So niggas is gone off of that type of shit. My thing is,
'Cause the broke
my-
nigga
my-
put on an outfit and
my
take
my
pictures.
I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah, I ain't
He
even.
living right out that bed.
I ain't even gonna say nothing.
Sorry, go ahead.
uh, Yeah, I like because people
You gotta-
get so caught up in the hype. I always say that, like,
What the
people,
heck?
the hype is 9 times out of 10, if it look too good to be true, it is, baby. Trust me.
Understand that.
Yep, y'all gotta understand that. Stop allowing a nigga to gaslight you. Use your brain. Niggas, stop getting caught up in these big asses and these cute faces because half of them bullshit. Females, stop getting caught up in niggas that look like they got it because half of them broke. Find your person that works for you and fuck everybody else and what they say. That's what I got to say. Shannon, close us out.
I co-sign. I say just continue to heal. That's because you can't give into anything unless you're healed. And that's it.
And I'm gonna say real quick, this has been Rob's Room with Shannon Boban. And if you don't know, now you know. Search her out. Time to Jimmy Studios. Peace.
Y'all have a good one. Peace.